Women's History Month, and I want to find out from you, how important was it for President Joe Biden to pick not just a woman as his vice president, but a black woman as his vice president?
This was historic, but that's probably an understatement. I live in Los Angeles, so I moved here in 2018. So Kamala Harris was my senator, and I've been...
You've interviewed her too.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate because I've gotten to know her a little bit. I think there's... I want to put her appointment in perfect historical context in the sense that this is something that could be a gateway to even something more historic happening, as in we could be looking at our first, president that's a black woman in Kamala Harris. That could certainly be a strong possibility. Or it could be Stacey Abrams. I think it could be one of those two women easily, right?
Oh, right. So Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Yeah, what you're looking at, what this represents. Much like there were a lot of black men who seeing, President Barack Obama elected struck a different chord with black men, I think. With black people, period, for sure, but definitely with black men who
absolutely
could look at him, could see, despite all the things that the former president went through, but to have a black man get to that level, it meant a lot, especially the young black boys in particular. So it's the same with Kamala Harris, this is symbolic for so many reasons. Black women, this is a time in our country where black women, they're the only ethnic group to actually own more businesses than their male ethnic counterparts. So there are more black women that own businesses than black men, which is very uncommon in the gender dynamics among all, kind of races. Black women are now the most educated group in the country. And so you have, and we see this politically, there's a different level of political mobilization happening among black women. You have Stacey Abrams, as I mentioned, who after losing, or I should say being cheated out of being governor a few years ago,
right,
decided to put boots to the ground. And because of her work and the work of Natasha Brown, who is a co-founder of Black Voters Matter, because of the WNBA players deciding to throw their support behind Reverend Raphael Warnock in that critical Senate race.
Right.
All these black women and women of color mobilizing politically to take charge. And I think that is very telling about this moment that we're in. Like, a lot of black women in particular are really stepping into their power. And Kamala Harris is the latest iteration of that. She's been a first practically her whole career. First Attorney General of California. As it was, I believe she was only the 10th or the 11th black U.S. senator ever. There's only been, actually she's not number 11. I think she's 9 or 10. I think it was Cory Booker, and it went President Barack Obama when he was elected U.S. senator for Illinois. Then it was Cory Booker, and I think then it was Kamala Harris, right?
Wow.
So the fact that we've only had 11 African-American senators in U.S. history, 11. Mississippi, strangely, had the first one in 1870, haven't elected one since. So I'm like, okay. But anyway, I say all this to say is that when you look at what this means, and for her to what she had to achieve to get there. This was noticed with Barack Obama. He had to be, he had to go to Harvard. I think he was the first African American to lead the Harvard Law Review.
Right.
Senator.
President of the Harvard Law Review, correct.
Yeah, president. Yeah, he was the first one. So, great family, obviously. All the things he had to do, all the ways he had to be perfect to get the president. Hence why Donald Trump's election was frankly, such a slap in the face. Because all he had to do was be rich and white.